Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I'm here to give you my review on the Vader's Vault Protector Elite, thanks to my good friend Xander, who loaned out the hilt to me to review for you guys. As you guys know, he is planning on collecting all the Vader Vault hilts, which gives me the opportunity to have all the reviews here on this channel. Now, from all the ones that I've seen thus far, with the Sovereign Elite still being my #1 favorite, this may be my second favorite. It's winning me over, but again, there's a lot of design elements that I like that Vader's Vault tends to offer, but I think for sure this one is going to be my second place option. So before we get into it, if you're new to this or if you never heard of Vader's Vault 1, yes, they are indeed a trustworthy company. A lot of great things about them, and it's always good to look forward to them, especially if you don't want to order from them directly. You could always wait for the special sales like the ready to ship sales, because those are always pleasant to see what kind of special edition hilts that we could only see during that time frame. Now, upon checkout, you do have plenty of options to tweak with, so you can go ahead and choose what kind of lighting element you want. If you're looking for the NeoPixel option, it's going to be towards the bottom of that selection. You can choose things like heat bluing, weathering. If certain hilt offers it, you could even get an OLED screen, but that's what on this one is. But yeah, plenty of options to work with. Just kind of keep in mind that it is a little bit more of a waiting period for the length, especially for the additional add-ons you add on top of that. So if you're a patient person, you can't go wrong with the Vader's Vault. If you're more of an impatient person, maybe wait for a ready to ship sale or another company. So let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look at this hilt. But quickly, let me change this around. So here is the hilt at a distance, and yes, this is an OLED screen attached to the hilt. I currently switched it to the rotating kyber crystal because, if anything, I love this rotating crystal on the effect here. It's just a really cool little touch here, and I just absolutely love it. So on this one here, Xander did go with the heat ballooning and light weathering for his hilt, which is pretty cool because Xander would always get his hilt clean and pristine, but I'm glad that he's starting to cater into the weathering elements, maybe because I had some influence on that, but honestly, this looks great how it is. Now what's cool too is that this thing here, this hosing, let me see if I could turn this back on for a second. Even though it's blinking there, you could actually choose what color you want this to be, or it could just be a clean pipe in and out. You also have your main activation aux button here on the bottom. And then we also have the cover tech wheel here. I think this is the bronze cover tech wheel that he happens to choose. Now, one thing that you may notice on this hilt here is that you notice that on the one side, these are rounded edges, but on the other side, this is more flat. So this would be a perfect opportunity for this hilt, and I think will probably look the best if you were to give this a form of wrapping here on this bottom section, some kind of grip to add along with it. If that's something that you want to do, I think would be a really nice touch for this particular hilt here, and would be just a nice clean look. Now, as always, if you needed access to your chassis, you would unscrew it right here towards the midsection. And then you slide this down and you would have access to your removable battery. If you've never seen these before, what you'd have to do is that you have to unscrew the speaker a little bit just to remove the battery. And as for the SD card, when you remove the battery, the SD card is going to be right up here. So you want to have a little pair of tweezers on hand to get that out if you wish to add any additional fonts. Now, because this also has the addition of the OLED screen, we get to scroll through different little effects here. How to reboot that here in a second. So for example, you do get like a battery indicator. This is now fully charged, but this would be your indication for the battery. You got different things here. So if you're switching to different fonts, an information screen would appear right here, along with your rotating crystal here as the display, a little bar graph, and things like that for different effects. And even when you have the lightsaber turn on, you have a special effect for that, which you'll see in just a moment. Now, the other cool thing about the screen, I know it's a little bit more of a gimmick, but yes, there's even mini games on here. You can play Space Invaders, Tetris, Snake. That's all on here, which I'll try to showcase in just a moment. So the other thing that I also want to touch upon, if you do go with the lighting option here on the side here, I noticed, which I can't show because of the music files, is that this will actually go with the music. So if you have a music that's kind of low and hum, the light here would be the part that's lit, but the music gets really loud, then the music format will start to light the rest of this, which is pretty neat. So let's go ahead and insert a blade, because I know a lot of you guys tend to get really impatient if I don't put the blade in and start showing the light up features already. I've seen the comments. I know what some of you are saying. But again, this is a review after all, so I have to, you know, review the saber entirely, not just showcase the lighting, just so you know. So first off, let's go ahead and turn this on. You do get lighting there, so if we turn this off, that is the screen that would appear when this is turned on. Now, I did not change any fonts, so what is on here is actually by default. So just showcasing what comes default, we have the exclusive one here, which is the protector font, like so. Now, just like the Sovereign Elite one, the exclusive sound font on this one sounds really nice. And I really like that sound it makes when you swing it. Now, when this is also fully on, the little side lighting here also remains lit, but when it's off, like so, it will blink back and forth until the saber goes into sleep mode. But once it's on, that remains lit. And he did get, I think it was Magenta was the name of that one. Now, by holding down the aux button, we go into the menu.
Sound bank selection. Protector.
And when you're rotating through your fonts here, hopefully you can see that.
Vengeance. Light. Balance. Youngling.
Shot. The Old Republic malign. The Old Republic crucible. The Force Unleashed 2. Camino. Shatterpoint. Revolt. Off.
Granny.
Nebula.
Crystal focus.
Nightfall.
Exit menu. Games.
Told you there's games on here.
Invaders. Previous menu. ASCII. Kill the bit. Memory. Tetris. RTFM. Snake. Pong. Invaders. Previous menu. Games. System menu. SD card USB access. Audio player.
Protector.
So yeah, I told you there was games on there, and all those are actually playable. It's kind of hard and awkward to play, but those are on there. But we already heard the protector font, so let me go ahead and showcase a couple of the other ones on here. But that's exactly what comes default with your lightsaber. There's nothing there that I just showcased that was added. That was purely default of how it would come.
Sound bank selection.
Protect.
Vengeance.
So we'll go to Vengeance. If I remember correctly, it's aux, then power.
Spectrum.
To go into your spectrum, which you can go ahead and rotate to the different colors that you want to use. So let's go ahead and have it on white. And then there you go. If you hold down the button, then you can go into blade profiles and choose from different effects on the blade if you really wanted to. But it's really simple to do. No issues whatsoever. And we'll cycle through a couple more fonts that's on here by default.
Sound bank selection. Vengeance. Light.
So this one is called Light. Oh, let's change the color because this is red.
Spectrum.
Let's go to blue. There we go. But As far as the hilt goes, it's really comfortable. I thought it was going to be a bit weird to have two of the sides flat, but it's got a great comfort feeling, even though there's no grip on it right now, but tossing in some grip will just even add more to the comfortness for sure. Which is why I think this might be my second favorite hilt that they tend to offer. And we'll do one more.
Sound bank selection. Light to balance.
I don't know why all these are red by default.
Spectrum.
Let's do, let's say green. Now we got the green blade going on. Like I said, you have this as the main screen when the lightsaber is lit the entire time. It's a really cool effect. I mean, you don't have to get it with the screen because it's going to add a bit more to the cost, but it's a cool little gimmick if you like that. I personally do. I like little gimmicks and things like that that kind of enhances the saber a little bit. And also too, by the way, if you don't know, if you choose to get your lightsaber with the blade, it does come with a 32-inch Vader's Vault NeoPixel blade if you're going for that option. And the blade is very nice. I've never had any major issues with them whatsoever. Let me go ahead and hopefully YouTube doesn't copyright me for it.
Sound bank selection. Light bungees.
Protector.
Audio player.
I'm going to try to muffle it a little bit. There you go. Oh. Think we're good? Okay. I didn't want the music to play too long. I just wanted to kind of quickly demonstrate that. When you have the music player going, the lights will flicker to go with the music. It's a gimmick, but it's a cool little effect, and I was kind of geeking out over that, just thinking, man, this has got to be the coolest little MP3 player that you can carry around with you the entire time. But overall, I really like this hilt. Again, I think this is probably going to be my second favorite Vader's Vault lightsaber hilt, with Sovereign Elite still being my number one, definitely for sure. But let me know what you guys think about this particular hilt in the comment section down below. And don't forget to tune in to next week, as I do have, let's see, a couple more Vader's Vault lightsaber hilts happen to be in my hands at the moment. And we're pretty much going to be going from there. But until then, I thank you guys for staying tuned and watching this video. And as always, may the Force be with you.